Yeah. Okay, so itong kidney problem, kailan nag-manifest at saka paano mo nalaman na may problema?
I had IgA nephropathy po when I was 16 pa lang. Akala ko po kasi ano lang, allergies. My throat was itchy, my tonsils was always inflamed, my flu. Yung masakit is realization na you're attached to a machine. And then my brother was like, ako na. And then my brother did everything by himself. My own brother pala is the one who's saving me. Siya pala yung bigay ni God. Not only to be my brother, but to be my hero, my human hero. We all cuddled around and we wanted to raise a beautiful boy. You know, our first boy in the family.
Yung showbiz experience after the pageant, I mean, how was it? How did you find it?
Beautiful. I'm so grateful. And meron kaming, I guess, we exude such intimidating energy. Or maybe ako lang yun. Kami mismo yung kailangan to reach out, to make, you know, an effort in the artista world to befriend, to be seen as friendly, to be seen as open, and not just this plain beauty queen na stiff.
Mapunta naman tayo sa beautiful love story. You're still with Mark Nash.
Opo.
Okay. How long has it been?
Oh my God. Kaya nga ayoko sabihin. 10 years. We've been together since I was 20. Before I joined Binibini, we were already together na.
Pero alam, at least na, di ba usually lahat ang nananalo ng Miss Universe or Miss International, nakikipag-split sa boyfriend, di ba? Pero at least kayo, naituloy nyo.
Meron nga pong tawag before when we were in Binibini na there's a Binibini curse.
Okay.
Na it's either very rarely your boyfriends before entering the pageant, you still are together after the pageant. Because it's such intimidating, and you just see the change in a woman na mabigyan siya ng voice, mabigyan siya ng, you know, like yung femininity niya, ma-embrace niya yung pagkatao niya. And sometimes it's intimidating to the opposite sex. And not just the opposite sex, to people around her. I'm just so grateful na I found a partner who's very supportive, very confident, and trusting sa relationship namin. He really planted something in me that made me bloom.
Where is he now?
He's still in the Philippines.
Fashion model pa rin?
No, he's in business. Matagal na siya, I met him as a model, but then he really is a businessman at heart. So I'm just so thankful na I picked a smart guy.
So, any plans of making it permanent?
Oh my God, I knew you were just gonna ask. You know, we're taking it slow. I think it's also because we were so young when we met, na marami kaming passion. And I think the reason why also binigyan kami ng chance ni God to live in separate countries is to focus on each other's individuality. And that's what I'm doing because I'm going through, you know, my health and healing period, and now I'm at the point where I'm rediscovering who I am and what I like and who I want to be. Every 10 years, a person needs growth. Now that I'm 33 and after 10 years, I have more to understand of who I am now. I'm grateful na binigyan ako ng chance ni God ni Mark na I can be who I am na on my own. Maybe when that's done, na healed na ako fully, then we can decide on that. But I really want children. That's the step that I'm going through now here in Canada. Is I'm going to seek an expertise of an OBGYN when it comes to special cases like mine, if I do want to carry children.
Okay, so itong kidney problem, kailan nag-manifest at saka paano mo nalaman na may problema?
I had IgA nephropathy po when I was 16 pa lang. It's an autoimmune disease.
Wait, 16 nasa Masbate ka o nasa Canada?
Nasa Canada, I think. But I was going through that without knowing na meron na pala akong autoimmune disease. I was only given the diagnosis when I was 17. But it took me 1 year to really find out a lot of testings, monthly visits. May nagpa-biopsy pa ako And then after 1 year, we found out that it's an autoimmune disease called IgA nephropathy.
Bakit? Anong nararamdaman mo nun? Anong-
Akala ko po kasi allergies. Kasi nga, my throat was itchy, my tonsils was always inflamed, my flu, my fever, my cough, my cold, runny nose. Tapos, to the point na parang may mga red dots ako sa legs na hindi naman siya from anything else. So, legs lang siya. And then, so, we went to the doctor. And then we found out nga through urinalysis and blood work na my protein was too high, na meron na may parang OA na yung numbers when it comes to normal for my age.
So, bakit tumaas ang protein level mo?
I think it's just na parang nag-inflame yung body ko. And it's basically my kidneys wouldn't filter the white blood cells.
Like, kumbaga, you were born with it or was it because of a bad habit or...
Sometimes it's that. Sometimes it's the water you take. Sometimes yung body mo is weaker compared to other people. It's sometimes through stress. Sometimes your food. You know, there's a lot of factors. Actually, a lot of seamen have IgA nephropathy because hindi sila masyado uminom ng tubig, may urinary tract infection.
Importante talaga pag-usapan natin kasi maraming Pilipino ang seaman, no?
And sa sa call center agency also. I mean, call center agents are also very prone to kidney diseases.
Ibig sabihin can we say na before 60 years old ka, hindi ka mahilig uminom ng tubig masyado?
Mainom po ako at saka mahilig nga po ako uminom ng coconut water. Kasi masagana kami sa farm noon. Palagi po ako noon that time may UTI. As a kid, I don't know what UTI is. I don't know anything about that. I didn't realize na I have UTI as a kid. Pag baby ka, hindi mo naman alam eh. Kasi during that time, nakita ko na parang may sakit ako, nagpa-check up ako, nagpa-blood test and all. Doon namin nakita stage 1 pa lang ako sa IgA nephropathy.
Pero noong 2018, nag-recur.
Yes, over time, parang nag-stage 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, hanggang sa end renal failure na, kidney failure na, yun nangyari sa akin. Because kidney diseases is really a silent killer. You don't know that you're sick until at the end. And that's what happened to me because I was so busy with my life na hindi na ako nakapag-sit down and really feel what I want to feel. And then during that time na meron na akong chance to bang nangyayari sa akin, too late na.
May kinalaman ba yung intense workout?
Intense workout? Oh yes, opo. There's a lot of factors na
pakikwento mo.
Syempre may IgA nephropathy na ako and may autoimmune, and sometimes when you're too rough on your body, hindi na kaya ng organs mo to break it down. Just like yung mga Ironman na hindi mo alam na may heart deficiency or may heart problem sila. While they're doing that, bigla na lang mag-heart attack, very fit, you don't know. It's because meron na pala silang inborn or problems na sila na hindi napansin. So really, when you're doing something so extreme, you really just have to be careful also. And be mindful sa body.
Ano ba pinagagawa mo sa workout mo?
Normal lang. I guess, kasi I really wanted to be strong. I've always been skinny and malambot, very feminine body type. So I wanted to be Amazona, diba? I wanted to be like Emily Sky, like a very fit person. I want people to see my muscles.
Anong ginawa mo para ma-achieve yung goal na yun?
Weightlifting, did a lot of legs, did a lot of lifting.
How often was that?
3 times a week, 2 times a week. But I think it's more than that way. It was just parang factors lang siya. But I had kasi dengue before that. And I had severe food poisoning, like really bad food poisoning where I was hospitalized for a week and a half to 2 weeks. It was so funny because even at the end, kahit na I was struggling na, I was still working. Before I went to the ER, I was taping pa nga sa ABS that time. Hindi namin alam na gano'n na pala ka-severe yung nangyayari sa akin. Until after dumiretso na kami sa hospital after the taping, and then na-admit na ako, and then I was given na a lot of medications and water.
Kapag ganyan ba, may problema sa kidney, anong usually nararamdaman?
Yun nga po really different from others. Yung akin talaga, sakit sa ulo lang. I was just having a really bad headaches na naging frequent. Before it was rare, like once a month or once a year. Hanggang sa naging everyday na, to the point where I was already vomiting na almost every day. And then I was nauseous, dehydrated, na I was like, this is not normal. And so I was rushed to the ER, and then akala ko like test. Akala ko nga may aneurysm ako nun kasi sobrang sakit ng ulo ko. So I thought because of the stress that I was feeling, the pressure that I was feeling in my head, I thought it was brain aneurysm. Pero yun pala, dehydration, extreme dehydration from the vomiting that happened to me. And my kidney was failing. My blood pressure was so high.
When you were told that ito yung problema mo, so how did you take it?
Hindi ko muna siya tinanggap. Hindi ko. Kasi I was like this. I was normal. I don't feel anything. I just thought na parang, it's just a fluke. I don't think it's real. Kasi parang it took us almost 1 month to figure out what was happening, what really is. Kasi I feel normal, I look normal. I don't feel like I was sick. I went to Tokyo to get second opinion. Kasi nga, yung technology ng Japan is beyond. When it became evident na talagang I really do need transplant, na hindi na siya makakayanan ng any kind of technology. And that's when my family stepped up and I said, what are you doing? Why are you still there? Ano bang hinihintay mo? Umuwi ka na. Kung pauwi na ako ng mama ko.
Sa Canada?
Opo.
Ang dialysis tinuloy mo sa Canada?
Yes po.
Teka, yung first time kasi ang alam ko talaga, ang hirap-hirap ng dialysis, parang nanghihina ka. How was it the first time?
The first time was overwhelming. I still remember it very, very vividly. Umiyak ako. I'm just so thankful na ang galing ng nurse ko. Nakita niya yung pain, overwhelming emotions ko na looking at my chest and blood flowing from this big tube all the way to the machine, being carried out na such a journey. Marami siyang parang pinupuntahan kung saan-saan na area. And then, nakita niya yung pabagsak na ako na hindi naman siya masakit eh. Hindi masakit physically. Yung the whole day dialysis, yung pagkuha ng blood mo and all. Hindi siya masakit. Yung masakit is realization na you're attached to a machine. You need this machine. This machine cleans you up. Your blood is being cleaned by this machine. Yun yung masakit, yung realization mo na you're not a normal person anymore. You need help. You need extra help from a machine, which is yung makita mo na lumalabas yung blood mo from your body. Yun yung masakit for me. Hindi yung physical na pain. Wala akong na-feel na physical pain. It was more mental and spiritual. Yung spirit talaga yun. Yun talaga yung naka-crush sa'yo.
Kailan ka pinayuhan na mag-undergo na ng kidney transplant?
I think from the time we saw the biopsy results, we saw my kidney shrank. Normal size is 11 to 13. My kidney shrank to 5.6. So half the size of a normal kidney. Both my kidneys shrank to 5.
Ngayon, syempre, unang proseso, maghanap ng donor. So, anong nangyari doon? Kanino ka unang lumapit?
Yeah, so that was very sensitive nga sa akin nung umiyak ako na. Yun ang that was the reason why I didn't want to come home to Canada in the first place, is because I don't want them to feel like they're obliged to help me. I don't want them to feel na they have to. When I got here, it was already planned by my family. They've already talked about it. They've already made decisions without me because they know it's really something that a donor can only discuss with the other donors. And so they've discussed it before I even arrived, that they're all going through testing, which is my mom first did it because in Canada kasi, they'd rather have an older donor. Because my mom, they already know my mom's list of medication, parang may history na wala nang new na darating. Because my mom's very healthy, they saw na ito yung ginawa niya, ito yung mga listings. Okay, so she's very clean, she's good, she's healthy. She's the most eligible donor. So she was tested until the end. Nung last na parang may irregularities na konting-konti lang. But because Canada is very thorough in for each citizen, talagang thorough sila. That they did a biopsy to my mom and they saw na, because your mom is very healthy, she will probably be needing the second kidney in the future.
Okay.
Because she's so healthy na she will probably live longer than baka my mom's probably gonna live 100, ganon. So she needs her second kidney. And may irregularities ng konti sa left kidney niya. So hindi siya pwedeng maging donor. The second candidate was my sister. But unfortunately, after a few months, she made a decision na she wanted to start na a family. So she was engaged. Her husband wanted them to have babies right away. So my sister decided to decline because yung future husband niya wanted to focus on having their own start their family. So I'm just so happy for my sister na she wanted to bring a new life in the family. So I was like, oh yeah, of course, you know what, go ahead. And then my brother was like, ako na. And then my brother did everything by himself.
Okay, si Paul ito, no? How old was Paul that time?
Paul was 24.
Si Paul may kapatid na ipinagdasal mo sana dumating.
Yes. So funny. So God works in mysterious ways. Nakakaiyak every time I think about it. When I was 5 years old, talagang vivid pa sa isip ko. Kasi yun ang first time ko talagang I meant what I prayed for. Na talagang na-feel ko. Alam mo, I don't know, a lot of people, when they pray, na nafe-feel mo yung bigat sa heart mo. And at 5 years old, that was my first prayer na parang biglang na I felt kuryente or heavy sa heart ko na. After 2 years, na-deliver siya na lalaki. And then I knew kagad na it was him. And yung prayer ko kasi kay God, sabi ko, God, if you give me a brother, pray ako every night, I promise. And I have been praying every night. After 2 years, I got my brother. And akala ko yun na yung miracle. Akala ko talaga my brother was the result of my miraculous prayer na God listened to me for the first time because I really meant my prayer. Little did I know na after 28 years, my own brother pala is the one who's saving me. Siya pala yung bigay ni God, not only to be my brother, but to be my hero, my human hero. I have this new set of beliefs na anything that comes to you, sometimes there's even more. May multiply yan. Just accept it and don't try to overthink. Just really have an open heart. Release as much love as you can kasi tenfold yung balik.
So si Paul, lumaki kayo very, very close.
Yes. My brother is 7 years younger than me. So yung memories ko with him is teenager. Ako, siya young little baby na we take care. And he was such a, I think during the time na naghiwala yung parents ko, we all focused on my brothers and how much we love him. And I think when my brother was born, dun nag-surround kami lahat. Kasi he's our first boy. He's our first boy in our family. So lahat kami, we just cuddled around and really wanted to raise a beautiful, naiyak ako. We all cuddled around and we wanted to raise a beautiful boy. Our first boy in the family. So, my mom kasi first, yung sister niya and her, there's only 2 girls. And my lola's biggest devastation was nawalan sila ng anak na lalaki ng lola ko kasi my lola had a miscarriage. And so, it was their biggest regret not to have a son. And when my brother was born, we were just so full of joy. Now we're blessed by this beautiful boy, and to imagine after years to be the one to keep us together again and to show such deeper love na i-share niya yung kidney niya or an organ, reserve niya yun eh. Who wants to give up their reserve? Diba? So, I'm just so grateful na lahat ng love na na-release ko balik is 20, 40, 50 times. So I always have this belief nga na if you give, balik sa'yo is 1,000. So I am so grateful na I was given by my brother not only an extension, but he showed me a different kind of gratefulness that rarely you find, rarely you feel, rarely you only hear it but it happened to me. Diba? This kind of stories, you hear it lang in movies, you hear it lang per se, but it happened to me and it happens, and I'm so grateful na nabigyan ako ng opportunity to have this kind of story, and I'm very happy to share it because it's something to be shared.
So, message mo sa mga kidney patients?
So, syempre yung mga pareho kong patients, pareho kong surviving, pareho kong still healing, and pareho kong going through it. Keep in faith. Just stay there, fight through it. Always stand where the light is. Always choose positive. Walang mangyayari sa atin kung pati yung negativity papasok sa brain natin. Kung nakaka-toxic din siya, if you put that here, it goes around. Magiging toxic talaga yung buong body and mind and soul, and it's not gonna help anybody else, but you really have to help yourself and choose talaga to stay positive, kasi yun lang ang meron tayong hawak, yun ang may control tayo, magbibigay sa atin ng hope. If all else fails, always stay in the light, choose pa rin to be positive, kasi yun ang meron tayong control.
Message mo for Paul?
For Paul, my baby brother, my beautiful baby.
Na hindi mo na pwedeng kamayin.
Thank you so much for helping me, for extending my life. And I'm forever grateful. You're not only changing me, you not only gifted me such a beautiful gift of kidney, you've also gifted me something more than an organ. And that is a grateful heart. You changed the way I see the world, not just me, everybody else. And I hope our story will inspire many more. And I hope you grow up to be the man you want to be. And I wish nothing but the best, all the love, success. And I always pray to God na don't have to listen to what I want. Just give Paul all the luck in the world. And you mean so much to me. That's all. Oh my God, dramatic na naman. Si Mark, ang masabi ko kay Mark, alam mo, I'm just so thankful kay Mark. He's not only supportive, he's been supporting me financially as well. And it takes a lot of for a man to see the love of your life go through and fight through something. And Mark kasi lost his mom, from something traumatic. He experienced very traumatic death from his mom as well, from breast cancer. So I know that there's such trauma in his heart na to see me, because he was with me initially, the very first moments of my, my journey. He was there, and I saw him from this careful, very straightforward person to konting movement lang. What's happening? Parang may ganun siya. That crept into my heart na, someone so galing pa lang sa death of his mom, he's faced again with such a horrible, moments as a partner, to see your loved one fight through life. Worse is that he has to work not with me, because we still have to go through life, he still have to go through life, I have to go through life, I have to focus on something, he had to focus on something, he has to focus on our future, and I have to focus on my future. I think I wouldn't be able to reach this far if it wasn't for Mark and my family. I'm just so grateful na God has surrounded me with such beautiful, loving people. And I wish and I hope that everybody have that type of love towards someone. And I hope that patients like me have strong core system like I have. Because that was I think that's the reason why I'm still here. It's because of the people around me.
Ano ang immediate plans in the future? Like, nasa Canada
Immediate
pa?
plans. Yeah, I'm actually planning on doing a documentary with Direct Joey Morel. Hopefully, we can start soon. I'm planning to go back to trace my families in the province. So I want to showcase that too, and I want to show people where I come from, really come from. I'm also working with Direct Benny here. He has a movie na ginagawa, and luckily I got a character na I can relate to. I'm also gonna study back to school. I'm going to get a certificate or license to sell, o diba? Real estate. I want to try real estate because I love beautiful things. Why not sell beautiful things? Honestly, I'm just going with the flow. I'm just so grateful na ang daming new things. I'm so young. The world is new again. It's changing and I'm changing and I can't wait to see what's life has to offer.
Alam mo, after 10 years, we can say you've really gone full circle from serving as hope and joy during the dark days of Yolanda. Ito ka ngayon, a decade later, ikaw naman ang inspirasyon para lumaban sa isang karamdamang kasing lala or kasing seryoso ng kidney disease. I mean, it's no joke, and a lot of Filipinos are having that problem. So at least you are now again a beacon of hope na kaya mo, pipilit na kayanin, at nagbigay ka na rin naman ng mga tips kung paano iwasan. So we will take it from there. Makikinig ako, kaming lahat dito sa Pilipinas, or I guess all over the world, sa lahat ng mga ipinayo mo sa amin.
Thank you po. Sana makinig. More gulay. Bawal na yung masyadong prito. No more baboy.
I will try. Anyway, maraming salamat. And alam mo, ipagdadasal kita at saka si Paul. Starting
Thank
tonight.
you po. Thank you. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.